All right, so you've got your mask, got your noose. Now it's time to do some stitching to make it look like it's been stitched together with multiple pieces of burlap. Usually what I like to do is I like to go along the eyebrows. I usually do some stitching up the forehead and across the head. Usually another one here. I like to come down the nose. A lot of times I'll do just one little right here, right there. And then I'll come and I'll sew the mouth closed. It'll bring it together a little bit. Make it extra creepy. Then I'll come down here on this side a little bit. And I like to jump across from one fold to another. So I might come up here and come up here a little bit and then come back. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. And that's what you're going to do. And what you're going to need for this one is you're going to need a nail. And basically all that does is just give you a hole to stick you're basically sewing, okay? But there aren't really any needles that I've found so far that can hold, large string like this. So, and you need some large string. If you want, you can dye it with your rope if you want that you're going to use. And what you're going to do is you're going to go out and you're going to get some guitar string, 6 or 7 inches long, and you're going to fold it with some pliers right here. And you're also going to need some needle nose pliers because they come in handy for pulling through. It makes it a little easier because sometimes it's pretty hard to pull with just your fingers. So I found my needle nose pliers. I had to grab those. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the nail first and I'm going to start a hole. And you want to start the hole on the side that you want to push it through. Okay. So that'll make more sense later. But say I want to start right here. Okay. I want to shove that nail through, give it a little spin, okay, like that. I'm going to move a little closer, maybe you can see it. Alright, so go ahead and give it a little spin, right? Then you're going to go ahead and set up your string how you want it, okay? What I like to do is take the string, take my wire piece, like that. Okay, that's it. See? Now I'm going to take the nail out. I'm going to stick the wire through. That's it. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and tie a knot before I pull it too far. I'll probably tie it twice just to make sure the knot's big enough that it won't pull through. Since I'm just starting out, just like that. See that? Okay, now I'm just going to continue doing that until I've got a nice line on here of stitching. And I'll speed it up again here. All right, here we go. Okay, so I think I'm gonna end this one, and this knot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through again here. Okay. And before I pull that knot tight, I'm gonna go through the loop. Go like that. Okay. And then I might do it again, just to create a little bit of a knot so it doesn't come undone. Okay. Just do it again. Go through. Maybe. Before you pull all the way through, go through the loop that you were, and then tighten it down. And I'll just trim it. Give yourself a little bit of leftovers. Sometimes that's nice. Okay, so that's what you want to do. You want to go through and you want to go ahead and add all the places that you think will look nice. And I'm going to add here, and I'm going to do some here and here, across the nose and the mouth. And I'm going to do all that. I'm not going to have you guys watch that because it's going to take forever. I mean, and this will take you a good hour to 2-3 hours, just depending on how much time you put into it and how tight you want to make these seams. So that's it right there. I'm going to finish this up. I'll show you the mouth when I get to that. Have fun sewing on your mask, and I'll show you the mouth here in a few minutes, okay? Okay, so now before you go ahead and sew the mouth, because you're basically just going to do cross, across, 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 until you almost kind of pull it closed a little bit and create like almost like a mouth. I'm going to go ahead and cut a hole for the mouth, just for some extra room to breathe. I just make a small hole with like an X-Acto knife. Okay. I'll just make like almost an eye shape hole right there, just to give you a little extra room to breathe. You know, maybe you don't want to take your mask off all night, and you can just drink with a straw. You could do that too. So. But I don't want it to be too big. I want it to be almost invisible. Now remember, you're cutting through all those layers, so you want your knife to be really sharp, okay? Now what you need to do afterwards, see how it's white right there? I take a Sharpie and I just hit it with a Sharpie and darken it all up. We're going to do the same thing with the eyes, but that's a little bit later. And that's it. So I'll go ahead and show you how to sew it up. Same principles as before. I like to start right here, because I like to leave a little end right there just to make it kind of weird and creepy. And that nail just gives you enough room to work your string through there, and your bike string or your guitar string through there without getting caught on the burlap. So I'm just going to make a knot again. I'm going to double. See how it goes. That looks good. Might trim it down a little bit. That's a little too much. That's it. Now I'm just going to cross the mouth. I'm actually going to come up from the bottom of the lip right here. Stick a hole right here. Then I'm going to go ahead and come up from the bottom of the lip. Come through like that. that. See how I'm crossing over the mouth like that? Then I'm going to go ahead and come down from the top again. I like to do a little bit of both. I like to come around the lip, and sometimes I come straight from underneath and just go straight through. I like to mix it up though, because the more you mix it up, the more it looks random and more believable that somebody's sewing this mask and being very frantic about it and just trying to get it done as quick as possible. So, like I said, I'll keep telling you this over and over again. The more random and uncalculated, the better it is for this mask. So yeah, I'm really having problems getting through. So I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. So you have to sit here and watch me struggle with this. So you have to sit here and watch me, and just watch me quickly do this. Okay, now this time I'm going to go through and follow the direction. Instead of wrapping around the lip, I'm just going to go straight through this way. As you go, you'll get a feel for it and kind of get a good idea of where you want to go with it. This is really up to you as far as where the stitches go, because all of them are going to be a little bit different. I'm not going to be able to make them exactly the same, so just do what looks nice, what you think looks good. That's all that matters. Sometimes I cross things. See, I could typically go that way, right? But I'm going to go ahead and cross it this way and wrap it around that piece. See that? Now, go here. Alright, so you can see I'm kind of covering up the mouth like that. I still need to put some black Sharpie in there, but I think you get what I'm saying. Alright, so we're going to finish sewing up the mask and just, do some stitching, wherever you think it might look nice. And then we're going to go ahead and cut out the eyes here real soon. I have a pretty good feeling the eyes are going to hit right about here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the mask on and I'm going to just kind of feel where I need to put them. So now from there, I'm going to go ahead and cut 2 slits with an X-Acto knife about where I think it's going to be. And I'm also going to cut out the nose because you need to be able to breathe in there. I'm going to start by cutting the eyes kind of small, and then I'll cut them larger as I fit it and see, you know, maybe I'm a little high, maybe I'm a little low, but I start small and then I can kind of adjust that hole where it goes. Test fit again. So after you kind of test fit, you can see how you need to adjust the eyes a little bit, which way you might need to go. Now at this point, you want to go ahead and cut that out as much as you need for your own face. But since I'm making this for somebody else, I'm going to just leave it like that, and I'm going to let them finish cutting it to fit their eyes. Because, you know, their eyes might be a little closer together or farther apart than mine, and I don't want to ruin their mask adjusting it to my face. So I'll show you a couple more things real quick. We'll be done. Okay, so grab yourself a Sharpie, and then what you can do is you can go back and hit those areas that you just cut out to turn them black again. You could also use paint. That would work too. Just find the Sharpie to be pretty simple and easy to do some quick touch-up and make that area look dark again. Just like that. Do the mouth a little bit so you can see that where I cut it. So I'm going to go ahead and just marker that up, and it's going to disappear. This mask doesn't quite fit my head very well. It's a little smaller than my head measurements, so just by a little bit, so it's a little bit tight. But once you put this on, once you put the mask on your head, you're going to put the rope down around, and then you're going to take this, fold it over this side, right? You're going to take that rope, tighten it up. Okay, so once you got it tightened, that's it. That's your mask. That's how you take it on and kind of hold it to your head. So make sure it stays. You can't really see where your head is at all, where the seam of the mask is, which is fantastic. Okay, so there you go. That's it. You made it through. I'm glad you stuck with me, and I hope that maybe you can post a video of yours, or maybe send me a picture of it or something. If you have any questions or comments, or if I can help you out in any way, let me know. So have fun at Halloween and scaring your friends and little kids and all that kind of stuff. So there you go. Thanks a lot. Coffee break. Out.